The film story begins 200 years ago when a king of the sea showed Caesar a magical ring in his hand. One day, he called his spy frog and asked him about a fish. The king liked the fish and wanted to marry it, but he was very sad when he found out that the fish had escaped from his grasp. After that, we see a boy who lived on the shore of the sea. His name is Amelia. Amelia had a dream that one day she would go to the shore of the sea and find her happiness. He used to live with his blind dad, who used to work as a blacksmith. One day, Amelia was going out to skate in the snow, but her dad found out that he was going out somewhere because he had heard his footsteps. He called Amelia and asked, "Are you able to help me?" Then Amelia said, "I'm still a child." He pretended to be small, and that's how he escaped from his dad. Amelia again reaches the shore of the river fighting, and he tries to catch fish, but no fish is caught. Then suddenly there was a storm in the water and a strong wave fell on him. Then Amelia saw that a very big fish came in her bucket on its own. He happily returned home and started preparing to cook fish. But suddenly that fish starts speaking. He said to Amelia, "If you leave me alive, I will fulfill your 3 wishes." Amelia was very surprised to hear this, because she had never seen such a fish before. But Amelia thoughtlessly said that she wants to see the city, but she doesn't want to move from the stove because it's very cold. Then suddenly the fish magically took Amelia out of the house with the stove and went straight to the city. Amelia is very happy and impressed with the lights and colorful things of the city. He was sticking to the stove out of fear, and people are very scared to see him. What is happening? Amelia was feeling cold, so she asked for her second wish. "I want the summer to start soon." Similarly, the snow melted and greenery spread all around. But Amelia is very disappointed because he wasted 2 wishes just like that. Then he meets some robbers. They didn't get any valuables from Amelia, so they start taking his bucket. But he didn't want to lose that fish in any way. So he snatched the bucket and ran away and throws the fish in the river. But after a while, the robbers again imprisoned him and hung him from a tree. After a while, he sees a girl coming from the riverbank. That girl freed Amelia. So he runs to the river and goes to find the fish. But unfortunately, there is no use. He didn't get the fish, so now he couldn't fulfill his 3rd wish. Then that girl told Amelia her name. "That my name is Magic Bike." Hearing her voice, Amelia recognizes that this is the fish. Now Amelia stole his scarf so that she can't run and gets ready to ask for her 3rd wish. Amelia's 3rd wish was very big. She said that she wants to marry the daughter of the king of Russia, the princess. While there, the princess was with the Prince of England, who was trying to make her happy by giving her expensive gifts. She showed the princess a drum that played by itself. But in reality, an innocent man was playing it inside the drum. But everyone thought that it was playing by itself. Soon, Amelia and Pike also reach the king's palace and start listening to them. The king didn't like the prince. He told the prince to look down, that this drum is nothing. "I have seen a cat that sings, and people start dancing to its song." The prince said, "Really? Then I would also like to see that cat." Hearing this, Amelia's eyes sparkled because now she had got a chance to fulfill her wish. Amelia jumps there. She said that she can catch and bring this magical cat. But in return, I should marry the princess. Hearing this, the princess was very surprised, but the king was so impressed by Amelia's bravery that he was ready to accept her condition. Now Amelia goes to find that cat, but Pike told her that it is not easy to catch this cat. Whenever a person comes in front of this cat, then the cat tells him to choose a song. If the cat sings a sad song, then the person dies crying. And if the cat sings a happy song, then the person dances so much that he keeps dancing until he dies. But Amelia still doesn't back off. And soon he reaches the dense jungle with Pike. Then finally he reached near the cat. The cat told him to choose a song, and Amelia chooses a sad song when the cat sang the song. Then Amelia also started singing along with him because this was the same song that her mother used to sing to her in her childhood. The cat saw that Amelia was not affected by this song. Then the cat starts crying and finally gets ready to walk with him. Pike also found Caesar's magical frog, who told him to come with me because the wedding preparations are done. Seeing this, Amelia doesn't understand anything. Then Pike tells Amelia that there was a time when Caesar saved me from being hunted. That's why I owe him. And now Caesar wants to marry me in return. He's forcing me. Anyway, Amelia and the cat reached the royal palace, where the prince was asking for the princess's hand. But at that time, Amelia gets trapped inside with the cat. The cat started singing, and everyone starts dancing on their own. The king orders Amelia to take the cat away. The king is impressed by her bravery and gets ready to accept her condition. But even after fulfilling the condition, the princess did not want to marry a common man like Amelia. That's why she decided to give Amelia one more difficult task. The princess met her dead mother's soul at night. Her mother's soul tells her a difficult task for Amelia. The next morning, to impress the prince shows his new magic juicer. There's a simple man in it who used to make fruit and vegetable juice and take it out. And now seeing this unique magic juicer, the king is very surprised. Meanwhile, the princess also comes there and puts her next condition. She said that I want a magic cloth, which is kept on the table. Bring any food immediately. Hearing this, the king calls Amelia and gives him the responsibility of finding this cloth. Soon Amelia and Pike go in search of this magic cloth. On the way, Pike told Amelia that this magic cloth is with two brothers. After a while, they stopped at a small hut and asked for some food from the Baba who lives there. Baba gives them some food, saying that this time the harvest was not good. That's why, son, there's not much food, forgive me. Hearing this, Amelia sees that these people are going through such a difficult time, and her heart melts for them. But Pike praised Baba and his wife's love and loyalty. She says that both of you are like a needle and thread, which completes each other. Then after walking for a long time, they reached the city of stones, where two men were constantly eating. This was the woman who had the cloth. They were fed up with their lives and wanted someone to come and take this cloth from us. Amelia went to her and tried to steal the cloth, but both brothers attacked her with coconuts, and they killed her and made her unconscious. Then Pike goes to them and asks for water. When she saw her reflection in the water, she was very sad. She remembers that she used to be a brave soldier who used to compete with the Sultan of Turkey, but now she has become so fat that it has become difficult for her to walk. Then she lets Pike go with the cloth, but at the last moment, her intention changes. Pike was a very clever girl. She quickly takes the cloth and Amelia and runs away from there. When Amelia comes to her senses, then he breaks flowers for his future wife, princess. Pike tries to convince him that this princess wants to kill you, and you're going so crazy in her love. But Amelia was not ready to listen to him. She told Pike her poetry written for the princess, in whose eyes he will propose to her. This poetry touched Pike's heart. He saw how emotional Amelia is, and how much he loves the princess. She was so lost in that poetry that she said yes to this marriage. But then Pike controlled herself, and she came out of her thoughts. She said that you should marry someone else, not that arrogant princess. Now, when she reached the city with the cloth, then the king and the princess also get the news that Amelia has come back with the cloth. They immediately reached the street. They saw that Amelia was distributing free food to all the people of the city. With the help of that cloth, her work spread joy in the city. Everyone praised Amelia a lot. Then the princess says that she is ready to marry Amelia, but her last condition is that Amelia will have to take permission from my dead mother's soul. Amelia is ready to fulfill this condition again. At night, Pike told her the way to the world of the dead, but she also alerted Amelia that no one has come back from there. But Amelia is still afraid of her words. On the way, they both meet Amelia's dad, but Amelia came secretly so that her dad does not know that she is here. Meanwhile, her dad said all the good things about Amelia in front of Pike. Soon he realized that Amelia is also here, and he called her by calling her. Amelia apologizes to him for all her mischiefs and decides to ask for her last wish from Pike, that the light of her dad's eyes should come back. Pike fulfilled her wish, and her dad got completely cured when they reached the riverbank. Then Amelia thanks Pike and returns her scarf, but Pike still went ahead with him. Then they both reached the world of the dead. The king there came to meet him, and it turns out that Pike is his daughter, who had become a fish because of her dad's anger. It was a kind of curse on her. Pike told her dad to call the princess's mother's soul, and when her soul came, it turns out that she was punished for being hungry, because of which she died. Amelia told the princess's mother that I want to marry your daughter, but she refuses. Pike's dad thought that he should help this boy, so he removed the curse of the princess and gave her food, with which she agrees to marry. There the king was also seeing all this, and he gets up happily. Pike said goodbye to her dad, but she says that as soon as she leaves here, Amelia will forget all this, what she has seen here. Hearing this, Pike looks at Amelia with sad eyes. Then she starts smiling. The next morning when Amelia opened her eyes, she had forgotten Pike. He ran away from there to go to the princess, and Pike again becomes a fish and goes into the water. But going to the princess, instead of posing on her, Amelia says that I have fallen in love with someone else. But who is he? I don't remember. Hearing this, the princess happily ordered Amelia to be arrested. She is taken on a journey where it is announced that whatever she did it with the help of magic. That's why now, in the crime of deceiving the princess, she will be sentenced to death. And hearing this, the king is sad and goes away from there. At her last moment, Amelia remembers her childhood and the time she spent with her dad. Then suddenly Pike comes there again. And to save Amelia, she promises to give her power to the princess, that she will fulfill her 3 wishes. The princess happily leaves Amelia. She asks for her first wish. She makes herself a queen. Then she takes her crown from her dad and imprisons her in a tower. Now the princess had a second wish, that she becomes the wife of the King of England. And at the same time, the King of England brings the message of marriage for her. That is, her wish has also been fulfilled. There Amelia reached her house, was trying to remember that girl, with whom she fell in love, when suddenly her dad talked about the needle and thread. So this hero Amelia's mind was burnt, and she understands that he is no one else but Pike. I love Pike. He understood that real happiness is to give happiness to someone else, not just to be happy for yourself. The moments spent with Pike start coming to mind, and now he immediately goes to the city. His dad and 2 brothers also go with him. Those 4 broke the door of the palace, and Amelia starts looking for Pike. Pike did not believe that Amelia recognizes me, but then the princess comes in the middle. She said that she wants to become a magician like Pike. After hearing this, Pike understood that this was her 3rd wish, and she fulfills it. And then suddenly the princess also becomes a fish like Pike. Now the princess realized that her powers are of no use now, because she could only fulfill the wishes of others. Now the princess calls her servant and says that she asked for this wish, that I get married to the most powerful king in the world. As soon as the servant asked for this wish, suddenly Caesar came out of the sea and takes the princess with him. Actually, Caesar was the most powerful king in the world at that time. This moment was a new beginning for the princess. The princess now understood that power and lost happiness never get real happiness. Pike's fish debt is over, and Amelia went to him and gave him the same old portrait that she had ever written. The portrait started a new relationship between the 2. Then finally, she proposed to Pike for marriage. They got married, and they become one forever, where they were going to start their love and happy life. They were very happy, and with this happy ending, this wonderful story ends here. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this movie and what other movies or documentaries you want me to review next. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.